Welcome to District 32, immersion, inspiration for ambitious business owners with big dreams.
Hello, my name is Lorraine of District 32 and I'm very excited to be here today with Amel Holic of Bluesky Digital Labs. Hi Amel, how are you?
Hi Lorraine, I'm good. How are you?
I am very well, thanks. All the better for interviewing you. I love getting into the nitty gritty of people's businesses. But before we kick off our series, Amel, give me a snapshot of Bluesky Digital Labs. Who are you? What do you do?
We are a software development company. We build anything that is custom and doesn't exist off the shelf. That is either to bring new ideas to life in order to create a new market, or to optimize existing software products for a business with the goal of automation and optimization.
Beautiful. Have you practiced that before? Yeah.
Maybe a few times.
That was pretty good, pretty succinct. So look, what we're here to do is we're here to inspire people around the journey that is building products to go with their business. But we're doing a 3-part interview, short, sharp tips to help customers understand that are potential buyers that we're building a business, not a product. Can you just tell me a bit about that? Let's dive into that. Do you see people making that mistake? Why is that part 1 on the interview series here?
I see people when they approach a software development requirement, I see them looking at the vendor. I see them looking at a lot of things around the development, such as obviously cost, which is always a factor, but they never look at the impact of that software within their business and how it fits within the business. Because ultimately it is how you work with your software provider and how they work with your staff, how they understand you and how you understand them is more critical to success, because that saves time and money when you understand the communication that is going back and forth. So it's not just build a product and leave it, it's build a product, build a relationship, support the product and support the relationship for the long term, because that's what software is to a business. It's ideally a long-term tool.
Okay, and have you seen clients potentially be going to go down that road of forgetting about what they're doing in the first place, forgetting why they're doing it or why they're building a new product?
I've seen them forget not why they're building it. I've seen them to forget what the outcome is that they're trying to achieve. And I see them make a decision around who the provider is based on just ticking some boxes. And if it's only about, it's only about number 1, the financial side, number 2, where are the developers located, number 3, who are the developers, who are the owners of the business. Unless you look at everything as a whole and understand the layers around it, that's when I've seen a lot of clients make mistakes. The number 1 mistake being that outsourcing overseas is cheaper, and it definitely is, but it comes with a cost of time and money to the business that it can be twice as expensive, because how much is required in terms of project management and communication and scoping and documentation, the load that it puts on the business, it is actually twice as time consuming to develop overseas as it is locally. And that's probably the number 1 mistake that I see. The second and third mistakes, it's more, they don't look at the longevity of the company and why the company is doing what they're doing. I've seen clients go to great, I suppose, highly polished companies, but companies that are software development companies run by financiers, for example, and they have no desire, no passion for the business and for what they're doing. And as a result, the outcome is very ticking a box orientated. It's not about giving the customer and the client the best result for their business. It's just about ticking the boxes. They can say, yes, we've delivered, our project is completed, and now the relationship ends.
Okay, so there's layers and layers of information just in there around the main point, which is you're building something is your business, not just an off-the-shelf product. And without having that deep dive into the requirements and how it fits with all the key stakeholders and all the systems and processes in the business, then you can end up with a product that doesn't suit what you were looking for in the beginning.
And that's probably, I suppose, the biggest difference of our business in the market is that we don't look for a project, and we don't look for a one-off relationship with a client. We look to understand where the software fits in the client's business as much as we possibly can. And we look to work towards a very long-term relationship. So we're very much about quality of the relationship and quality of the client and the product versus quantity. Because if we understand the business, if we understand our clients really well, the software that we will build for them will be far more, I suppose, beneficial to them than if we're just building a one-off product.
Okay. Look, Amel, thank you very much. That is a great tip for anybody out there who's thinking about developing a product, is to remember the core point. You're building a business, not a product, and make sure that you're doing your homework around providers that you're looking for. And if you're buying a product that's not with the right company, an off-the-shelf thing, then you're going to end up paying twice for it.
Yes.
Yep.
And while you're buying a product, at the end of the day, also establishing a relationship. So those two things need to be weighed up as much as possible.
Amel, thank you very much. And I look forward to chatting with you in tip part 2.
Thank you, Lorraine.
You've been listening to District 32, immersion, inspiration for ambitious business owners with big dreams.